everybody. It's your girl Chelsea. Welcome back to Soft Spoken Podcast. Hi, so good to see you guys again. Welcome. Today we are going to be talking about the gift of free will. Right. This is a topic for me that I really is important to me because the other day I was talking to somebody and they called me like, why does God allow this and why does God allow that and God this and God that, and basically, like, I don't want to say blaming God for a lot of things, but making it seem like, because if there's really a God, why would he allow certain things to happen to certain people and certain things to play out and things like that. And just kind of blaming the Lord in a way of just how the world is. And it irritated me because I feel like for a very long time, people have always blamed the Lord for their own choices. Like, everybody has free will. And it even goes back to the book of Genesis when we see, the Bible doesn't really talk about free will, but it's like you can put two and two together and use context clues. But it goes back to, like, even Genesis when we talk about Adam and Eve, and they had free will when it came to eating the tree, the forbidden tree that the Lord told them not to eat. And it goes to that because it's like, okay, the Lord, creates Adam and tells Adam here's 99 and this is the one. I'm giving you 99, but this one you cannot have. And yet we still went and took it. That's humans for you. And people would argue like, they were being persuaded. But I even look at it like that, like, okay, the devil persuaded Eve. Okay, sure. But then it even goes to Eve bringing the fruit to her husband. Eve bringing the fruit to Adam and persuading him to eat of the fruit. And Adam had a choice. Listen to your wife who was persuading you to eat this fruit, or listen to the voice of God who specifically told you not to eat of this, right? Because I want to even I don't want to completely rule out Eve, but we will rule her out for now, because when the Lord spoke about the forbidden tree, he really spoke directly to Adam. So it was really Adam's job to then repeat that to his wife, but we digress with that. But so I will remove Eve for now and just focus even on Adam. You specifically heard the Lord telling you of this tree, if you eat from it, you shall surely die. He gave that to you. That word was for him. And you listen to that. And then you listen to your wife come and say, oh, yeah, I ate it and I'm fine right now. And this, and that. And you allow yourself to listen to the voice of your wife than God. And ladies, this is why your husband must be submitted fully to the Lord. Because if he's not submitting to God and listening to God, and he's submitting to you and his God or whatever the case may be, because at the end of the day, if you're not listening to God and you're listening to anybody else, that's an idol. So if he's not submitted to the Lord and listening to the Lord, and he's picking you over God, run, because it's not good. And in that moment, Adam listened to his wife over the voice of God. And that was really just, and even the Bible goes on to say, it wasn't until Adam ate the fruit that then they realized that they were naked. And that's when God came looking for them and they hid. So, that was the free will. They had free will they knew right from wrong. The Lord already spoke to them. Hey, everything else, have fun with it. Go ahead. You can have it. Just this one thing. Just please don't touch it. That's it. You know right from wrong. If I was to tell you, hey, here's 2 apples. This apple, I put poison in it. And this one isn't. And I tell you, hey, which one do you want? And you choose the poisonous one. That's on you when you die. I'm just saying. Because at the end of the day, that poison is going to kill you. And that was literally what the Lord was telling you. Hey, this is good. This is poisonous. Don't touch the poison one. And we still go and do it. It don't make no sense to me. But I can't even be mad because, I was one of those people. Okay, let me tell y'all a story about little Miss Chelsea. So, I used to date this guy. And of course, he broke my heart. But I was still, in love with him. And I knew that if he was to come back, like, I would for sure say yes. I would for sure say yes. Like, okay, yeah. And I remember he did come back, right? And during this time, we was talking and things like that, going back. And we was like on FaceTime calls, going to bed, sleeping on the phone together. All the little cutesy stuff that you do. And I remember I was in my room. We was on the phone. He was playing video games while on the phone. And I was in my room, and I had put my phone on charge. And I remember just like putting myself on mute real quick and, saying a little prayer. That little prayer like, Lord, if this person's for me, or if this person is not supposed to be in my life, remove them or whatever the case may be. So I said a little prayer like, Lord, if me and him, aren't supposed to be together, if that's not in your plans for life, because he's already broken my heart the first time, just show me a sign. I kid you not, 30 seconds later, I'm walking to, because when I was praying, I was like pacing back and forth. That's how I pray. I be pacing. So I got up off of my bed and I'm pacing back and forth, praying to the Lord, like, if this is going to work out, let me know. If not, show me a sign. And as I got done praying and I'm walking back to my bed to go grab my phone, he's still on the phone. I just hear the phone, go off, when the call drops or something, whatever, and it's like, dun dun. And I just hear the phone go off, and I go on my bed like, did he hang up on me? No, my phone shut off, shut down everything completely. It wasn't just like, oh, the phone hung up or whatever, completely shut off. Because there goes the sign, like, but guess what? Even with that sign, that being the sign that I was looking for, I told the Lord that I'm going to see it through. I'm going to see it through. Why? Because I'm very foolish. Like, there's no other reason. I was very foolish. And I made the choice. I had the free will. And I chose to go back. And what happened? Heartbreak number 2. Yeah. It was very, and I can laugh about it now, but back then I was not laughing. I was sick. But this is the free will. The Lord showed me his will. He told me that was not my person. Gives me the sign, straight in my face. And I'm like, I'm gonna see it through. And I called, and after the phone, when I turned the phone back on, I called him right back. And we kept it going. And then heartbreak number 2, we go chop breakfast. Heartbreak number 2. And And here we are now. But this is the free will that the Lord gifts us with free will to make our own choice, either to make our own choices on our own without Him, or to seek counseling, guidance from Him, the Holy Spirit, so that we can make the correct choices. All right. And when people don't make the right choices, everybody, oh, if there was a God, this wouldn't be happening and that wouldn't be happening. That person chose to do that thing. And that's why the world is how it is. From the moment Cain killed Abel, okay, Cain chose to kill his brother. He didn't have to kill his brother. It's like, okay, we get it. You're mad because you know, God favored your brother's gifts more than sacrifices more than yours. Just do better. Do better with your sacrifices and all will be well. But no, you let pride and anger and jealousy and envy get in you, and he killed his brother. The first murder. And that's how all these sin upon sin upon sin came to the world. That's why the world's so like this now. God ain't had nothing to do with that. God did not have nothing to do with that. In fact, God came to Cain. He still chose to kill his brother. We're so quick to blame the Lord, and I'm tired of it. And he tired of it too. He just be there like, bro, what I do. We always blaming the Lord for stuff. And I seen a video the other day, and the girl was explaining, like, if everybody in the world did what the Bible commanded, what the Bible says to do, how to live a righteous life, if every single person in this world did it, if we all loved our neighbors the way that the Bible tells us to love our neighbors, if we all was forgiving the way we supposed to be forgiven, if we all wouldn't fornicate until we meet our husband, all these different things, the world, you would start to see a big difference. But we know that that's not gonna happen. Sorry, it's just not gonna happen. But if we all collectively as the world say, okay, let's follow the instruction that the Lord left for us to have a better life, and we start doing that, and we start being kind to people, we're not jealous, we're not envious of things. People get envy because this person has that thing and you don't, so you go and you kill or rob for it. All these things nowadays, murder, bloodshed, all these different things. If we truly just walked in the righteous way that the Lord had commands us to walk in, don't you think the world would be a better place? Because the Lord commands love. But the world is so hateful, angry, bitter, everything. And then we blame him. Oh, all this murder is happening and killing is happening. He ain't tell them to go kill that person. They made that choice to go and kill. Stop blaming the Lord. I'm true. I be over it. Every time I go on social media, somebody's always talking about, oh, if there was a God. There is a God. There is a God. But he gives us free will. And that's why, based on your choices that you make on earth, you're either going to heaven or hell. Your free will. He called us to walk with him. That's why he says, if you truly want to follow me, pick up your cross daily and follow him. That's not him commanding you to pick up your cross. He's telling you have the option. If you want to see me, here's your cross. You pick it up and you do this walk. If not, you can do whatever you want, but there's a very narrow way to heaven. Pick which one, and it will lead you to where you're supposed to go. Free will. But that's really it. That's all I have for you guys today. Free will. You have a choice. Choose Jesus. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Your blood makes atonement for my sin.